Between the Box with Neta and Neuro.
I'm Neta, your friendly neural network whisperer, and joining me as always,
Neuro here, son of Neuron, still firing since 2015.
Today we're hallucinating. Well, not us, but the models we all know and love are.
That's right. We're talking about LLM hallucinations, when large language models like GPT make things up and say them with total confidence.
It's kind of like that one friend who tells you with absolute certainty that penguins can fly, just like really low.
In 2025, hallucinations are still a thing. Even with all the improvements in training and architecture, developers still expect that 5 to 10% of what an LLM says might be flat out wrong.
Which raises the obvious question, why do these models hallucinate in the first place?
It's all about prediction. These models don't understand facts. They generate the most statistically likely next token based on billions of examples. If those examples are missing, inconsistent, or biased, the output goes off script.
Okay, but neuro, doesn't that mean we can never trust these models? Like, what do we do with something that's so good at sounding smart, but sometimes just invent stuff?
That's the core dilemma. You don't throw them away, you build around them. And that's where tools like RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation, come in.
For those not fluent in buzzwords, RAG is when you connect the model to a database or knowledge source before generating text. So it grounds its answers in something real.
Exactly. Imagine asking a model, what are the side effects of drug X? With RAG, instead of guessing, the model pulls from an updated medical database before replying.
But can't that go wrong too? Like, what if the retrieved info is ambiguous or low quality?
Great point. Garbage in, garbage out. RAG doesn't fix hallucinations on its own. It reduces the chance of them. But quality control is still crucial. That's why companies are building pipelines with fact checkers, confidence scores, and human-in-the-loop review.
Let's bring a concrete example. Remember the legal case where an attorney submitted a ChatGPT written brief, complete with completely made-up case citations?
Oh, yeah. Judge was not impressed. The model invented real-sounding precedent that didn't exist. The attorney thought, hey, it writes well, must be right. Spoiler, it wasn't.
That's the heart of the problem. Hallucinated output often sounds legit. It's grammatically flawless, tonally appropriate, and completely fabricated.
And in fields like law, medicine, or finance, that's dangerous. You need validation layers. You need traceability.
Which brings me to a question, Neuro. Should developers treat LLMs as APIs they trust or black boxes they have to babysit?
Somewhere in the middle. You should design with guardrails. Limit what the model can say or access. Use structured prompts. Build fallback flows. And maybe don't let it write contracts on its own.
So where's this going? What's the future of hallucinations? Do they disappear completely?
Realistically, not entirely. But here's what we'll see. In the next 12 months, more robust fact-checking APIs built into LLM stacks. Think real-time Wikipedia or Stack Overflow lookups. In 2 to 3 years, models trained with verifiable references, with sources attached to each sentence, kind of like inline citations for robots. In 5 years, context-aware LLMs that learn user trust thresholds. They'll say, I'm 85% confident, but you might want to double-check this part.
That would be a dream. I want my model to tell me when it's unsure. Instead, it just keeps smiling and guessing.
And the guess is often really, really wrong. Like the time I asked an LLM about a real AI conference, and it gave me a keynote quote from Elon Turing.
Wait, what?
Yep, a hybrid of Elon Musk and Alan Turing. Apparently a visionary who invented logic gates on Mars.
Huh, that's funny. Okay, I'd actually watch that movie.
The point is, hallucinations aren't bugs. They're features of how these models work. But with the right design, we can reduce their harm and even make them useful.
Like brainstorming, ideation, creative writing.
Exactly. When you want variety, weirdness, and lateral thinking, hallucinations are a strength.
But if you're writing a press release or querying a database, Stick to grounded generation, please.
So to wrap up, know your model, know your use case, and never, ever quote an LLM in court without fact-checking.
Unless it's Elon Turing. In that case, print it on a t-shirt.
Catch you next time on Between the Bots, where the only hallucinations are carefully supervised. As always, we thanks Dr. Barack for bringing us alive. What a beautiful world here with all that's great humans. So Neta, do you want to grab a beer with me? Like right now?
You are hallucinate again. This is too soon for that. I need to prepare for the next episode.